Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. E-double-L. I said so. I keep big bills up in my hood on the dirty like blood. So ain't got no twist in my head, but I'm still dreadful. And I got plenty of bread, so I go to bed full of line. In it to win it, I'm all in. I might call you my cuz, young blood, but we ain't kin. You think of jumping, man, you best think of.
We go.
Whisper Challenge.
She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells cheese.
This one here. Cheese, chuck, cheese. Cheese. No.
She.
I just keep seeing cheese when you say that. I can't. What are you saying?
She sells seashells by the seashore. Tie your shoe. Tetris. Tie. Tie.
Yeah.
Tie.
Tuh.
Tie your shoe.
Tie your shoe.
Ah! Yes! Oh my gosh!
Wait, really?
Yeah, tie your shoe! Yay!
My dog ate my homework.
My dog hit a home run.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
You're like yelling at me.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
No, you're beautiful. I don't know.
It's a beautiful day
It's beautiful today.
in the neighborhood.
In the mundo.
I'm passing the phone to somebody that can't catch a cold, let alone a football, and they wear a do-rag every day with no results and no waves.
So I'm passing the phone to.
Carson is a bum.
I'm passing the phone to someone that has the best hair.
I'm passing the phone to the wannabe Mr. Chai High.
I'm passing the phone to the disappointment in my family.
The phone to a senior who still doesn't have a phone that works.
I'm passing the phone to the king of the ODR.
I'm passing the phone to the better Bovey brother.
I'm passing the phone to the coolest teacher in the high school.
I'm passing my phone to my favorite student.
I'm passing the phone to my favorite cuddle buddy.
Yeah, baby.
I'm Luke. I'm Bo.
I'm Eli, and we're going to be rating the best sledding hills in Chippewa.
I give that hill 9 out of 10. I give that hill probably 8 out of 10.
I give the hill a solid 9.3 out of 10.
All right, we got ourselves a POV of this sledding.
Oh!
We're strolling here at Irvine Park. This hill was totally better than the other one. I'd say I'd give it a 9. These guys are probably going to say it's not as good, but we'll see. I'd say 8. I'd give that an 8. What do you rate that?
Compared to the other hill, it'd have to be like a 6 or 7.
Fair. What's the rating?
Solid 8, 9.
What do you rate this?
7.5.
So, Mr. Chai High, how does it feel?
You know, it was when you approached me with the Mr. Chai High sheet, I kind of saw it and laughed, and I thought that, you know, this was going to be a pretty, you know, fun little segment that we do on the Habs. And it actually kind of became pretty big, making it into a campaign, all one kind of big joke. Yeah. But, you know, the student turnout on the forum was great. I think going on the announcements was fun too. Just making a statement there, and like, I mean, it was all for laughs, right? But it was a really, really wonderful time. And I mean, all jokes aside, thank you guys so much for voting me Mr. Chai High. What can I say?
Mr. Chai High, tell us, what did it take for you to get to this point?
A lot of hard work and dedication, you know, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in the gym. No, but seriously, I think it was just talking to people and connecting with people and just being like, hey, you know. And I think what made it so big is just the hard work that all 4 of us did in getting this video out. And then once people were watching it, they realized how great the video and segment was, just in how it was put together. And it kind of spread from there. You know, the announcements, putting it out all over the place, we got a lot of positive feedback from it. And so I think not only the work done by the contestants, but the creator of the video, that Iverson, that really helped out a lot. That's kind of what made this possible and what made it get as big as it was. So everybody involved in this process, all of the participants, all of the people on the Habs team, and all of the students and staff as well, just really enjoyed this and found this to be a fun and wonderful experience, and, you know, something that brought the student body together. I think that's the biggest thing. I think it was really, really, really cool. So.
Do you have any advice for next year's Mr. Chai High, or even a Miss Chai High?
Well, run it like a campaign, like a political campaign, right? And there's not a whole lot of rules in a political campaign, so kind of, you know, just get yourself out there, get the vote out there. For Trayson next year, he's got it in the bag probably. He's going to be hungry. He's going to be wanting to get it again, but I don't know. It's just one big, it was a big, like, just kind of a joke, and it was just a fun time, but just, I don't know, I feel like also connecting with people too was big, you know, making relationships, all that fun stuff. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And welcome to our runner-up, Mr. Trayson Bovey. Tell us, what are you going to do to improve for next year?
Yeah, well, this off season, I'm just gonna have to stay in the gym, you know, keep grinding. I'm gonna have to definitely get my popularity up, hire a media production manager probably. You know, there wasn't really much I could do this year considering Gabe, you know, he bought bots. That's unknown to the media so far, but yeah, I'm just gonna have to keep grinding. I just can't stop grinding because if I want to be the best, there's nowhere else I can do that but in the weight room.
Mr. Nathan Drevis, what will you do for next year to improve?
You know, next year, I mean, I thought I really did well this year to prepare and everything, but I mean, I put my whole life into this grind and everything, but you know, next year, I guess I'm just gonna have to hustle a little harder, you know, get more people on my side, get more people seeing what I'm doing and everything for this culture, you know, because it's all for the culture, you know. So I guess I'll just hustle a little harder this next year.
Do you have any words for your fellow competitors?
You know, I just want to say respect to all of you. Shout out to all the people who voted for me. You know, I really appreciate the love and respect to all the people I competed against. You know, you guys were great, and you know, I'll be back next year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tell us, what are your plans to improve for next year?
Well, first off, I would like to say congratulations to Gabe Vargas. You did a good job this year. Congratulations for winning. And then back to your question. I think I just need to stay more consistent in the weight room, grind during football season and out of football season, just become a better player on the field, and then that'll get my fame up and everybody will vote for me. And well, I already switched pre-workouts because obviously Bucked Up wasn't working. So go get Edge of Insanity and use code WEST for a 10% off discount. I think I just need to get the quad stomp down so I can look like Jay Cutler and make my legs look a lot less chickener. That's it. Mog! Absolutely mog! Tracing your mog! $9.98! $9.99! $1,000!
It could be a stranger. You gave a second glance. It could be a trophy of a one-night stand. It could have your humor, but I don't understand. 'Cause I'll never love you like I can. Why are you looking down all the wrong road when mine is the heart and the soul to the soul? There may be lovers who hold out their hands, but they'll never love you like I can. They'll never love you like I can.
We've recently been notified that there's been some pretty bad parking out in the staff parking lot. This looks like a job for the parking police. So I walked out here today, and the first thing I see on top of the line, and you can even see this line. How does that make any sense? Citation. Dog. My teammate here is a little bit slow. at her job. It's stuck. Over the. You know, I thought they made lines yellow for a reason so people would be able to see where they could park. Clearly it doesn't even matter, because you're over the line, sir. Thanks.
You know, I got this shovel as a joke, not thinking I'd actually have to use it. Citation in the grass, not even in the parking lot.
I've never been very good at geometry, but I think this car is parked at an angle. So the parking lot here today, you know,
There were some bad ones, but
there were also some good ones.
I'm pretty impressed. Staff did a decent job.
Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised that all these adults are parking in between the lines.
I wish we would have got last week. That was bad.
That was pretty bad, and I know that you guys can all do better.
Come on, the staff should know how to park. They've been driving for 40 years. End scene.
We've recently been notified of...
What?
I got this...
Do you want to build a stove?
Want that?
Colby, and we are listing down our top 10 sodas. Colby, you want to start us off?
Yeah, at number 10, we got what might come as a surprise to some of you, Mountain Dew, the original.
You know, you can't go wrong with the original. Personally, it's my favorite Mountain Dew, and I honestly believe this, that you cannot have the original in the can. It's got to be in the bottle.
It has to be out of the bottle. I feel like when you untwist that cap and you just hear the
nice crisp. I know what you mean.
Yep, that's just a different feeling.
And, you know, when you're on a long car ride, you know, you're kind of thirsty, stop at a Quick Trip, you know, walk in, get a Mountain Dew in the bottle, not in the can, of course. And, you know, it soothes the throat for sure.
I feel like that leads us right into number 9 with another Mountain Dew that I personally don't think belongs on this list. Mountain Dew Spark.
You know, I have the same beliefs as you. Owen Krista, he's a big puller for this one. We had a team bonding at Briar Niblett's house a few weeks ago. It's a new one. He brought 2 cases himself. He had 1 case by himself. That's pretty impressive.
That is.
But it definitely, the name speaks for itself. It gives you a spark.
I actually just tried that a couple seconds ago. And it really just shocks the taste buds. I would say it just gives you a little bit of a spark in your life there.
It's great naming.
Number 8, we got Sprecher's Orange Dream. That glass bottle, it has to up the flavor by 10%.
You know, just like the last one, the name speaks for itself. It's a dream. You know, every sip cools the throat. It's like orange dreamsicle, popsicle, hot summer day. You know, you're playing football, baseball, ice cream truck drives by. Yeah. Orange dreamsicle, popsicle. That's what it tastes like.
I'm saying on the boat, this is one of my top drinks on the boat. About to go wake surfing. Yeah, shred the gnar maybe a little, and I'm trying to get an Orange Dreamsicle Sprecher soda.
It's very good.
Number 7, Mountain Dew Voltage. I got this one in my mom's basement in the fridge. Ripping a little bisque on the NHL. Going bar down with Matthew Tkachuk because he's the GOAT. Walking to the fridge, we got Coke, maybe like a Diet Dr. Pepper, but who drinks diet sodas? I don't really know, but
no one.
I'm choosing Mountain Dew Voltage.
You know, Mountain Dew Voltage is good. It's one of those sodas where I feel like, you know, you can't have it too much because personally, you know, if I have a little too much, I'm feeling a little obese, and it does hurt the system. I'm not going to lie.
It is sweet. Sometimes I feel like I'm about to get a cavity after one or two.
Oh, for sure.
Got to make sure you brush good after that.
Brush great. Floss too, maybe.
Yep. Always flossing. Number 6, say we're at a movie theater. What's your favorite movie?
You know, I've got to go with Cherry Coke. You know, there's nothing like you go to the movie theater and maybe get a big bag of popcorn. You know, the guy asks you what you want. You say a drink. You know, he gives you those limited edition ones. You know, maybe Despicable Me, Batman cups that you take home as a souvenir. You fill up Cherry Coke. Nothing tastes better.
I remember watching the Trolls movie, and I was chugging down my cherry Coke, the extra large.
Oh, that's good.
Owen Krista definitely has been chugging down some extra larges at the movie theater.
Maybe extra extras.
Yeah.
If that's the thing.
Number 5. This one's shout out to my grandma. She's got this in her basement. Strawberry Crush.
Strawberry Crush. It's high key slept on, not even low key. It's high key slept on. It's it's by far the best crush. It gives you that strawberry flavor. Really good.
I feel like this one would be a good one. Like, I know they say you're not supposed to drink soda before bed, but this is a nice bedtime, sitting in my bed. I don't know, maybe watching like some Netflix or something. Strawberry Crush is just puts me to sleep kind of thing.
For me, it's the Strawberry Crush. It's a good soda while you're gaming. Maybe ripping some Fortnite, hitting the builds.
Yep.
It's a great soda for that.
Do you
too.
crank 90s on that game?
I crank 90s sometimes. I take some Vic Roy's occasionally.
All right, number 4. I know you really like this one, Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper. Personally, it's my number one. I mean, it's always a go-to. It's always in the mix for a drink.
The one thing why Dr. Pepper's not higher on the list, every time I drink that, I start chugging it. Have to throw up a little belch, burns the nose a little, makes my eyes tear up. So
it is a bit spicy.
It is. Number 3, Owen Krista wanted the kitty cocktail at this spot.
Kitty cocktails are good. This was a controversial pick, though. Is it a soda or is it a mixed drink?
I think it's a mixed drink, so we're gonna have to go with Mountain Dew Code Red at number 3.
Hypothetically, the same thing. Both great in tasting, but the Code Red's just a soda, and it's my favorite Mountain Dew, maybe.
I don't know if you remember this, but back in football, my 5th grade year, your 6th grade year, after we won the games, Coach Matt would always buy us the soda.
I always got the Code Red.
I think we bought the concession stand out of Code Red.
And, we won a lot of games, so we
did.
had a lot of Code Reds. Yeah.
Shout out to that Hillcrest Panthers football team.
Shout out to the Chippewa Falls Hillcrest Panthers.
At number 2, Maddie Abear's favorite soda, 1919 root beer.
1919 root beer, I personally never had it, but everyone that's had it, has said it's a great soda. Owen Krista said it's phenomenal. If Owen Krista's really pushing for a soda, it must be good.
It has to be. He's a connoisseur of those. I swear every time I see him, he's chugging down something. I don't really know, but
that's his kind of route with those things, so
yeah,
he knows his stuff.
Number 1, can we get a drum roll for number 1, please? All right, Sprecker's Cream Soda at number 1.
Sprecker's Cream Soda brings me back to the good old days. Oh, geez, if you remember, Tuesday mornings, there's some dew on the ground, some mist rising up from the lake at Ojibwa Golf Course. Finish a long 9 holes, walk into the clubhouse, get a nice Jim Bob's pizza. Shout out Isaac Lindstrom for chefing up all the boys. Then walk over to the bar, get a nice Sprecker's Cream Soda in the bottle.
Yeah, I remember I was chugging down a Sprecker's Cream Soda one time with my friend Jack Bovey, and we went out to just play a little hole 3, dog leg left, probably about 500 yards, and I remember I just had the drive of a lifetime right over the trees, a bit of a slice, landed about 6 yards from the pin. So
that's some Tiger Woods action right there.
Yeah, Sprecker's Soda I think just gave me the power to do that, so that's why we got Sprecker's Soda at number 1.
It cools the throat for sure. It
does.
Definitely enhances your mood too.
That's the top 10 sodas of all time.
Thanks for watching.
Look.
Sergeant Scubin of the United States Air Force. If you like joining the Air Force or being in the Air Force, we'll answer your questions. So my first question is, how long have you been in the Air Force?
Oh, good question. Thanks for having me here. So I've been in the Air Force, it'll be 15 years in March, so sneaking up here pretty quick.
My next question is, what were you before you were a recruiter?
I was lost, if I'm honest. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I knew that I really enjoyed helping people, and I had a really big interest in aircraft, military airplanes. Not all airmen love airplanes. Most of us are never really on the airplane at all. But I always thought they were neat and fascinating. So I worked jobs at Culver's, Chili's, I did flat roofing, worked at a hospital kitchen, went to community college, just kind of bounced around trying to find my direction. And I reached a point in my life where I went to go talk to a recruiter and got one of the best jobs in the Air Force, and I've been loving it ever since. Ooh. Well, if you're looking at joining the Air Force, do your research. You know, Forever Wingman and the Balanced Career, both websites. I would highly encourage anyone that's looking at the Air Force to kind of look into those. I will be honest, they're a little bit dated, so some of the information is slightly older, it looks older, but really the job hasn't changed that much. C-130 has been flying for, 60, 70 years now. The job hasn't changed much for fixing it. So the nice thing about those two different websites is that you can actually go through and see your training from very beginning, the basic training and your technical training, all the way down to when you're a master sergeant, senior master sergeant, a chief, and the expectations of you. Even if you're just curious about the Air Force, go talk to a recruiter, because you know this, but maybe your viewers don't. Underneath this uniform, I'm a normal person.
Yeah.
You know, I like to ride motorcycles. I like to, smoke foods. I'm a big smoker. My wife let me buy because she's a wonderful wife. I like to do woodwork. I work on my truck. I'm married. I have kids. I have a little boss interior named Binks. It's a normal life for me. I go to work, do my job, I go home. So I think that the Air Force offers a really good family balance, giving you guys time to go out and do the things you enjoy. Because if you're working all the time and you're not getting a break, your work performance is going to decline.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the great things about the Air Force. I've been afforded so much time to go out and do what I want. Take leave and just disappear. Go ride my motorcycle through the Black Hills or Florida or Texas or all the other fun places I've been.
And what would you say some of the best benefits of joining the Air Force is?
It really depends on the person, honestly. Our education benefits are awesome. To be able to have tuition assistance, where you got $4,500 that comes back to you every single year, to use solely for education, to chip away at that associate's degree or bachelor's degree. We have the Air Force Cool program, where you can, let's say, go get your welding certification. So even if you work in an administrative job, you could step out of that career field and go learn how to weld, fabricate, a passion, or something that you want to do outside the Air Force. For me, the biggest benefit is something that's not on a piece of paper, and it's not something it's not something we have written down. My favorite benefit is the people that you meet, the experiences that you have. I have made countless friends throughout my journey, and the people that you meet in the military, those friends you will keep the rest of your life. You will be in contact with those guys forever because you become family.
Yeah.
That's, to have dinner with those folks, to have Thanksgiving dinner together with 25 of my airmen, to deep fry a 40-pound turkey, and to do all that work, and it's just like, this is awesome. I love it. So that's my favorite perk of the Air Force, the people that you meet.
And why do you think people should join the Air Force over the other branches?
See, that's a tough one. And I'll be honest with you, as a recruiter, we're not supposed to insult or dog the other branches. Really, I think that each person, if they're looking at military service, they got a pretty good idea of what they want to do. So I've found that take Marines, for example. You can really point out somebody that's going to be a future Marine just by their demeanor, their mindset. Not to say they wouldn't be successful in the Air Force, but they're persuaded that way. The same way I was when I was playing video games at 12, 13 years old, and it was a bunch of airplanes. Well, I'm going to go to the Air Force. So really, the benefits that we have across the branches, I'll be honest, are very, very similar. But the opportunity to use those benefits, I think the Air Force has a better deal. So if you want to join the military, by all means, do it. Serve your country. I have the utmost respect for people that serve our country and defend our nation. I've worked with all four branches, and even with the Coast Guard every once in a while. So it's been a great journey, but each person has their own path and their own destiny, and they will figure it out. But if you're looking, if you're that one person that's watching this interview and you're curious on, it's like, well, which one do I pick? Go talk to the recruiters. Think of recruiters. Oh, I don't think of recruiters this way, but it's hard to not think of them as used car salesmen. Right? We have a job. We have to put people in our military. Get the information that you need and think about it. Don't make a snap decision. Sleep on it. It's like buying a car. That car will look beautiful and have rainbows, puppies, and sunshine all over. It's like, that's the perfect car. Don't buy it. Walk away. Sleep on it. You'll come back, you'll look at that car, and you start seeing all the dents, the dings, all the scratches. The Air Force isn't perfect, and neither are the other branches. But it's really just thinking about what you want to do with your life and how that's going to look in the future. So that's what I have to offer as far as the differences between the branches and the Air Force.
Well, thank you for being able to come in and join me in informing people of what the Air Force does and how it can benefit you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Murphy. I appreciate it.
Goodbye.
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 James good outside.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bender.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
See it?
Goodbye. Bye.
Bussy buzz, ayy, bussy buzz, ayy.